He learned a long time ago, it wasn't about, for him, it ain't about legacy, it's about currency. And he did exactly what he wanted to do. So you can't be mad at him for that, but I'm not gonna tell you that, oh, I'm gonna say, oh yeah, he the greatest fighter. No, I can't say that.
It gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro. As I've always said, it's hard to make money, but it's even harder to keep it.
You know, Mayweather was, it's been reported, I should say, allegedly, that, he's been, a little upside down on some of his taxes and some of his properties. And he needed to come back and fight and take care of that. Well, he got some cheese from that advancement. I'm pretty sure he took care of that. And now he's chilling. Now he's saying to himself, I'm damn 50 years old. I ain't trying to fight. No, I ain't trying to fight. Let's do an exhibition.
The boxing world has been buzzing after shocking reports surfaced claiming that Floyd Mayweather Jr. was hit with a massive $100 million penalty by Netflix. According to the rumors, the controversy began when Mayweather allegedly referred to his highly anticipated rematch with Manny Pacquiao as an exhibition bout, a statement that reportedly conflicted with the terms of a major agreement surrounding the event. The claims quickly spread across social media and boxing circles, sparking intense debate among fans and analysts.
Money Mayweather, as the chatter says, is in dire straits financially. But something is off. Something's completely off, because you got one person saying, this is a real fight. You got the promotion saying, this is a real fight. You got Floyd Mayweather saying, no, this is an exhibition. There's two things that are happening here. Either somebody messed up in paperwork or in communication or in some form of getting this fight together, misspoke to one of these guys, or Floyd Mayweather is trying to scam Netflix. That is the only two things that can...
Tim Bradley suggested that Floyd Mayweather Jr. may have already spent the large advance payment he was reportedly given by Netflix, possibly using the funds to settle outstanding financial obligations and other expenses. Bradley went on to speculate that, now that the money has allegedly been secured, Floyd appears far less motivated to participate in a genuinely competitive fight. According to Bradley, it raises questions about whether Mayweather is still interested in proving himself inside the ring or if financial considerations have become the primary focus behind his recent boxing decisions.
The legalities of the actual contract and why Mayweather's choosing to do what he's going to do what he's doing. I don't think Mayweather is afraid. I don't think he's afraid. No, I don't. Sorry, I don't. Come on. Barrios, he's not afraid of Pacquiao. Trust me, he's not. But the thing I want to make you guys aware of is that when you get these advancements, you can put a non-refundable tag on these advancements. You can do that. Now, I don't know if Mayweather did that, but you can. You can put a non-refundable attachment on this and be like, all right, hey, I need an advancement for training. I need $3-4 million or whatever for training expenses. And if they agree to say yeah, and he put in a contract that is non-refundable, it's free money. It's free.
Oscar de la Hoya also weighed in on Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s return to the ring, suggesting that financial pressure could be one of the reasons behind his continued involvement in boxing. According to de la Hoya, many athletes earn enormous fortunes during their careers but struggle to manage that wealth over the long term, which can eventually create financial difficulties. He argued that Mayweather's recent activity appears to be driven more by the opportunity to generate revenue through exhibition events than by a desire to enhance or preserve his boxing legacy. In de la Hoya's view, the focus seems to have shifted from building a competitive legacy to maximizing earning potential, while Floyd's name still carries tremendous drawing power.
He's crawled out of his rock. He needs money.
You think he needs money?
Absolutely.
He's always flossy.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
Again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
He's always spending, so I guess.
Absolutely. Look, he's not fighting anymore, so that big money's not coming in. Look at Look at what happened to Mike Tyson. He made what, $500 million?
Right.
You think you can spend $500 million overnight? Absolutely.
You can't.
I doubt he'll ever step into that ring. Floyd's a big freaking...
He called Canelo the easiest win of his career.
Yeah, because he was 21 years old.
Right.
Of course. If I fought freaking Ryan Garcia, who's 19 years old, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna beat him easy because of my...
Zab Judah, a former world champion and one of Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s most recognizable opponents, offered a different perspective on the situation. Rather than viewing Mayweather's return as purely financial, Judah suggested that the comeback could be part of a larger promotional strategy designed to generate attention, create headlines, and build anticipation for a major event. According to Judah, Floyd has always understood how to market himself and keep the public talking, so the recent buzz surrounding his return may be as much about creating excitement and maximizing interest as it is about the actual fight itself.
Not playing around, and maybe that got through the cracks. I don't know how. I wasn't there. I don't know his business, but somehow he's saying it did. I mean, well, he didn't say that. I'm just saying I don't know how he didn't catch on that this is the real deal, Holyfield.
Do you think it could be possibly a publicity stunt to give some type of push to the promotion? I mean, I don't know, like when the announcement came out, I don't know if people were really too ecstatic for it.
I mean, yeah, it's something that you would, you can use to your advantage to try to push the fight. It'll let people, it'll get ears and eyes on the fight for people that didn't know the fight was happening. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
Because as a consumer looking in, you're like,
listen, man, I'm a fan of both guys, and I just want to watch it and see the fight happen. I mean, I'm a fan of boxing. I shouldn't say I'm a fan of both guys. You know what I'm saying?
Zab Judah argued that Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s priorities have evolved significantly since retiring from professional boxing. According to Judah, Floyd now appears to be focused more on entertainment ventures, business opportunities, and maximizing revenue through high-profile exhibition events. Rather than chasing traditional championship fights or adding to his competitive legacy, Judah believes Mayweather is using his global name recognition to create lucrative spectacles that attract attention and generate substantial earnings.
the consumer looking in, we're like, yo, is he, like, what's the complaint? What's the problem here? Like, what are you scared of? Because is it your O? Is it your losing that O? Could be that it?
Of course. That's what it's all come down to. I mean, the O is like a 800 credit score. Globally, universally. You walk around with an 800 credit score with the O. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the O brings. It brings an 800 credit score for wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? And Floyd he's done a great job with that. Great job. So of course he's gonna, show the roll on that O. I ain't mad at him. Smart guy. He understands. He ain't no fool.
According to boxing insiders, the matchup was initially agreed upon as an official professional bout, with both camps reportedly signing contracts under that understanding. However, controversy emerged when Floyd Mayweather Jr. later referred to the event as an exhibition fight, a characterization that allegedly sparked frustration within Manny Pacquiao's camp.
Mayweather threw some cold water on any excitement for the fight with Manny Pacquiao in September, when last week he did an interview and said that it's not going to be a real fight, it's going to be an exhibition and not necessarily going to be at the Sphere. And Max, that really puzzled me because this wasn't just reporting. Netflix, a multi-billion-dollar company, officially announced that this would be a real fight.
Max Kellerman suggested that Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s decision to describe his return as an exhibition rather than a fully sanctioned professional fight could be a calculated move. According to Kellerman, labeling the event as an exhibition would eliminate any impact on Mayweather's official record, allowing him to participate without putting his undefeated 50-0 mark at risk.
Bring this up. Bernard Hopkins, I was calling his fights on HBO. He fought Tavares Cloud, good light heavyweight, beat him easy, right? And he was like 49, and his body still looked like Hopkins. Then he came back a year or so later and he fights Joe Smith. His body didn't look the same. You know, Hopkins had a Spartan training regimen. He doesn't put anything in his body. He's a temple. He eats right. He trains right.
He don't drink.
He doesn't. But his body looked, by the way, I'm 52. I can tell you, it looks different after a little bit. Even when you're trying to get in shape, just the muscles look a little different. And Joe Smith knocked him out of the ring and stopped him, right? Floyd, maybe, I'm just speculating, but maybe he says this because he gets in the gym and he's like, Floyd's what, 49 and change. He's almost 50. Maybe he's right up against that thing where it's like, man, my body's not responding the same way.
Right. Max, they're grandpops.
They old.
Grandpops.
That looks like he got a little more in the tank.
He's a little younger.
Pacquiao's a little younger.
When you a grandpop, you think you know how to.
Roy Jones Jr. argued that Floyd Mayweather Jr. had a major influence on modern boxing culture by proving that a fighter could prioritize financial success above everything else and still become one of the sport's biggest stars. According to Jones, Mayweather's business-first approach showed an entire generation of fighters that maximizing earnings could be more important than chasing championships, building a historic legacy, or taking the biggest risks against the toughest opponents. Jones believes this shift has changed the sport in significant ways, with more boxers focusing on protecting undefeated records and securing lucrative paydays rather than pursuing the kind of high-stakes matchups that define careers. In his view, that mindset has reduced some of the excitement and competitiveness that once drove boxing, as fighters increasingly choose financially rewarding exhibition events and lower-risk opportunities instead of the legacy-defining battles that capture global attention and help elevate the sport.
The Mayweather concept. Because Mayweather made so much money, staying undefeated, waiting to the right time to fight Pacquiao, finding the right people to fight at the right time, he monopolized the business. But the problem was, it only made him money and the people he was fighting. It didn't make money for the whole sport. So what he did himself a great job, but it hurt the sport. Because not everybody wants to fight, stay undefeated. You understand me? Me, it's like when two guys get here, they gotta meet. No, wait. They was here 5 years ago. They should have met. You understand me? Because now, we probably could have got 3.
Robert Garcia shared his thoughts on Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s announced return and the potential rematch with Manny Pacquiao by emphasizing that financial fairness should be a major priority for everyone involved. Garcia explained that while the fight would undoubtedly generate enormous excitement and worldwide attention, it is equally important that both legends receive compensation that accurately reflects their accomplishments, star power, and decades of contributions to boxing. He noted that when iconic figures like Mayweather and Pacquiao step back into the spotlight, the event becomes much bigger than a simple boxing match. It turns into a historic sporting and business spectacle with global significance. Garcia also pointed out that although fans naturally focus on the rivalry, promotion, and entertainment value, the financial arrangements behind the scenes deserve just as much attention. In his view, ensuring that both fighters are paid fairly is a matter of respect for their legacies and everything they have done to help elevate the sport. He believes that fairness and proper recognition should remain central elements of any major boxing event involving legends of their stature.
More than the Tyson-Jake Paul fight. This will do like 150, 200 million. No, it's not pay-per-view.
Netflix, would do good.
200 million people, 150?
Sure. Good thing Netflix is getting involved, man. You're bringing up a lot of money for the guys.
Yes.
In Mayweather Pacquiao, they're going to make a couple $100 million each.
I think so.
Good for them.
As they should.
Good for them.
But you knew, you told me today, even without knowing, you knew it was coming.
Both having an exhibition, that's the way it looked like. So that was done? September 19th?
September 19th.
September, the Mexican Independence weekend?
Yeah, in the Sphere, nonetheless. That's that round thing.
But isn't Canelo fighting on that day?
No, he's fighting in Saudi on the 12th.
Yeah, but Mexico versus, that's right.
So this is a week after.
You mean the Sphere?
Yeah.
That's big time.
Yeah, it's very few seats in there.
Yeah, that's big time.
The gate will break records. I'm sure it's going to be major.
Yeah, because I heard that's just special, only special events and special concerts.
Many analysts and boxing insiders believe that Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s latest return to the spotlight may be linked to concerns about his financial situation. Over the past few years, reports involving tax disputes, legal challenges, and various lawsuits have fueled speculation that his finances may not be as untouchable as many people once assumed. Despite earning enormous sums throughout his legendary career, critics argue that maintaining an extravagant lifestyle and managing complex business interests can create significant financial pressures even for the wealthiest athletes. As a result, some observers have suggested that Floyd's willingness to step back into the ring could be motivated by more than just competition, legacy, or entertainment value. They argue that a fighter who has already achieved everything possible in the sport would typically have little reason to risk his reputation unless there were other powerful factors influencing the decision. While these theories remain the subject of debate, they have become a major talking point among fans and commentators trying to understand the real motivation behind Mayweather's latest comeback.
He got more money than me, yeah, but he also spends a lot more money than me, which is why I thought him coming back to fight Manny Pacquiao, it made dollars, so sure, it makes sense. But for him to put his pro record on the line means this is really bad for Floyd. Well, turns out it could be as bad as we thought or potentially worse, because Floyd Mayweather came out, 5 days ago now. I'm a little bit late to this story, but I wanted to make sure I had all the information. He came out 5 days ago and said that this fight isn't a pro fight. Even though it's announced that way, Netflix, the whole thing, all the promotion being pro-fight, it has not apparently been that to Floyd Mayweather, and this is what he had to say about it.
The steer is one of the places that they talked about, so we don't know if it's 100% going to be there, and this is not actually a fight, it's an exhibition.
Okay.
Ooh.
So we're going to do it again, and hopefully we're going to...
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has come under increased scrutiny following reports regarding a reported $340 million legal dispute involving Showtime networks and former business associates. According to the claims, Mayweather alleges that substantial amounts of money generated during his boxing career were not properly distributed, and that funds connected to some of his biggest events may have been handled through financial structures managed by advisors and third parties. The allegations suggest that revenue from blockbuster fights, including his mega events against Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor, was not fully directed to him in the manner he believes was intended. As a result, the dispute includes accusations related to financial mismanagement and breaches of fiduciary responsibility. The case has attracted significant attention because it involves some of the highest-grossing fights in boxing history and raises questions about the handling of massive sums generated during Mayweather's career.
Showtime and Steven Espinoza, the former head of Showtime Sports, for hundreds of millions of dollars that he claims are unaccounted for. Let's go ahead and break it down and give you all the details about what's going on. What's up, everybody? Marcos Villegas here for Fight Up TV. And you know Floyd Mayweather as probably the richest and one of the most dominant boxers in the history of the sport. But now, Floyd is stepping into the courtroom to fight for money he claims that he was never paid, and he wants justice on his terms. So let's talk details. Let me tell you about the lawsuits. On February 3rd, 2026, Floyd Mayweather filed a lawsuit in California against Showtime Networks and Steven Espinoza, claiming they helped his former advisor, Al Heyman, misappropriate a huge chunk of his fight earnings to the tune of $340 million. Mayweather says the money is still missing and unaccounted for, and he's now suing Showtime and Espinoza for aiding and abetting breach of fiduciary duty, civil conspiracy to commit fraud. Ooh, that's a serious accusation there. Conversion, unjust enrichment, and he's seeking punitive damage on top of the missing $340 million.
Meanwhile, additional controversy emerged when Logan Paul publicly discussed a financial dispute connected to his highly publicized exhibition bout with Floyd Mayweather Jr. The crossover event became one of the most talked about spectacles in combat sports, drawing worldwide attention and reportedly generating well over 1 million pay-per-view purchases. Despite being an exhibition with no official winner, the event was widely considered a major commercial success. However, Logan Paul later claimed that he was still owed approximately $1.5 million related to the fight's revenue. According to Paul, a pre-sale arrangement involving an overseas company was allegedly not fully reflected in the compensation he ultimately received. He argued that his agreement entitled him to a percentage of that deal and maintained that he never received the full amount he believed was contractually owed. The allegation sparked further debate among fans and media members, adding another layer of controversy to the business dealings surrounding Mayweather's exhibition events and raising questions about how revenue from these large-scale promotions is distributed among the parties involved.
Cut to you on this day.
I mean, Floyd Mayweather?
No, I didn't make as much money as you'd think fighting Floyd.
Did you get paid from that?
He still owes me $1.5 million, maybe more.
How does he owe you the money? Why don't you just
Here's what happened. He pre-sold the fight using my likeness to some company in, I think, Dubai or like the Middle East. This is my understanding of it, for $10 million cash. We ended up doing the fight in the States with a different company. That is the company that put on the fight. That is the company that paid me. But he sold our fight with my name and likeness to someone else in Dubai for $10 million cash. It's our fight.
Floyd out here scamming Dubai royalty is crazy. This is a story I also heard from Gervonta Davis when he said that Floyd owed them people in Dubai money. He scammed some person, some business person, some royalty in Dubai out of 10.
Teddy Atlas expressed concern about what he sees as troubling signs surrounding Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s current situation, suggesting that the boxing icon may be dealing with both personal and financial challenges behind the scenes. Atlas speculated that Mayweather's continued participation in exhibition fights could be linked to financial pressures, gambling habits, or other issues that have emerged since his retirement from professional boxing. He said it is unfortunate to see a fighter who achieved so much success and earned extraordinary amounts of money potentially facing these kinds of difficulties. According to Atlas, Mayweather's shift away from high-level competition and toward exhibition events centered on generating revenue serves as a reminder that even the most accomplished athletes can struggle with managing wealth, maintaining financial stability, and adapting to life after reaching the pinnacle of their sport.
I don't like that, but I understand the world out there, and I understand putting yourself in that position. If he put himself in that position, some people will say, he's suing now because of his gambling habits, which was not hidden. It was not a secret. He would post, not Teddy Atlas talking about anything that wasn't out there. He would post some of his tickets, his betting tickets that he bet, and they were large bets. And so some people say, oh yeah, like you said, he was Mayweather, Money Mayweather, and now he's suing because he went through his money, he blew his money, whatever. Look, I don't know what the truth is fully in there. I know Stephen Espinoza was named. He ran Showtime at the time.
In response to the growing criticism surrounding his finances and business decisions, Floyd Mayweather Jr. offered his own perspective on wealth, arguing that speaking openly about money does not make him a negative person. He explained that he views money as a tool that provides freedom, security, and access to experiences that many people never have the opportunity to enjoy. According to Mayweather, financial independence allows him to live life on his own terms, pursue opportunities without limitations, and make decisions based on what he believes is best for his future. He also revealed that his business philosophy is built around taking significant risks, often investing in ventures that others may not fully understand or support. Mayweather acknowledged that this approach does not always succeed, admitting that a large percentage of his investments fail to deliver the results he hopes for. However, he remains committed to the strategy, believing that occasional major successes can outweigh numerous setbacks and ultimately lead to substantial long-term rewards.
I said earlier, Floyd, it really fascinated me, and it gave me an insight that you really learned about money. Is you said in real estate, you got to know what to do on a small scale first.
Yes.
And then you went big. And is that because you don't want to take massive risk because you want to be smart with your money?
Well, like you don't go out there and work extremely hard for so many years and then take every dime you got and just put it into something that you don't know about.
Well, a lot of people do, don't they? I mean,
and a majority of the time you get bad results. 90% of the time you get bad results. Just like boxing. I've gotten great results because I took my time. So even like my investments, take my time, gradually move slow, and see how things are going. If things are going great, then we'll give a little.
What do you think? Will Floyd Mayweather Jr. finally step back into the ring for a genuine high-level competitive fight, or will he continue focusing on exhibition events and business-driven matchups?